Hello, everybody. It's Niz. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat, guys. If one person can say, Niz, I can hear you, then we can go ahead and get started. Yes, thank you, Alex. Mr. Nisman, I see. Nice to join you for our quiz today. Santiago, always good to see you. Let's get started, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my quiz's weekly quiz. And yes, your favorite host is back. I know you guys have missed me, but I've been busy preparing for when I host the Oscars and also busy growing out this mustache. Today's quiz is a history extravaganza. We have 4 fun and challenging history topics for you today, so I hope you brought your friends and are ready to have a lot of fun. As you can see, I even brought Mr. Abraham Lincoln for this history quiz. Pratik, good to see you. And just a reminder, guys, to have the best My Quiz experience, open up this live stream on your computer, take out your phones, go to myquiz.org or scan the QR code, pretty handy. Type the code you see, and you should be ready to play the game. Feel free to chat with me in the live chat. I love seeing you guys talking. Say what's up, tell me what you're going to be doing this weekend, and all that kind of stuff. And we'll get started pretty soon. Just having a couple more people connecting. Mrs. Tiagi, very nice to see you. That's a new person in our quiz. Great to see. Everyone's going to have a lot of fun today, guys. We have a good one. We have 4 rounds today of different history topics. So let's see what we got. And we will get started in approximately 3, 2, and maybe we'll just wait a couple seconds more. And then we'll get started right about now. 3, 2, 1. Question number 1. What was the first capital of ancient Egypt, the start of civilization? Where was the first capital? And the first capital was in Memphis. The Memphis Grizzlies, Memphis in America. Vihan is in first place, but this is an early lead, guys. We have Alina in second, Tandan in third. Some new names up here. I love to see it. Question number 2. What Roman emperor was once captured by pirates and held for a 12,000 gold piece? That's a lot of money. And the answer to that was Julius Caesar. He does not play around, guys. When he was released, he found the pirates and crucified them all. Vihan remains in first place. Goodbye, Alina, because Outnumbered is now in second, with Selena in third. Let's move on, guys, to question number 3. On what island did ancient Greek civilization originate? So the founder of Aristotle, all of the Greek gods, where were they born? And they were actually born on Crete or Crete, however you prefer. Half of you get that right. Vihan remains in first place, 7 points above Outnumbered, with Santiago coming into the leaderboard in third. Let's move on to question number 4, guys. The lucky number. Who is considered the founder of the Xia dynasty in ancient China? The answer was you. It wasn't me, guys. It was you who founded the Xia dynasty. Outnumbered comes above Vihan, who got that question wrong, and Saint Da is now in third place with a very nice profile picture. Thank you, Saint Da. How many of the 7 wonders of the ancient world still exist? This is the last question of the ancient history round, guys. And there is remaining only 1. And most of you got that right. It is actually the Pyramid of Giza. All the other ones are demolished. Outnumbered still in the first place. Vihan and Saint Da still lagging behind. Let's see if we get some new names. Question number 6. In what city did American colonists famously dump East India Company tea into the harbor? This is the America round, guys. So where are my good old Americans at? The answer was Boston, and I'm glad that most of you got that right. That was called the Boston Tea Party. They dumped over $1 million of tea into the ocean. That's a lot of Earl Grey. Outnumbered, still in first place. Let's move on to question number 7. Walt Whitman's poem, "Oh Captain, My Captain," was written about which U.S. president? Let's hope we have some poetry buffs playing today, because the answer was Abraham Lincoln. And Ulysses S. Grant is not a captain, I guess. Outnumbered 1 point over Santiago. Welcome to second place, Santiago. Good to see you. We have Vihan in third. Let's move on to question number 8. Who was the first American in space? Now, the Russians beat us to space, but at least we got to the moon first. The answer was, and I hope all of you got this right, not true. Alan Shepard was the first man to leave this earth. Lucky guy. Outnumbered in first place, Santiago, 4 points behind. Let's see if he can push through. We have a lot more to go. Question number 9. What was the last battle of the American Civil War? This battle happened a month after the surrender of the South. If only they had cell phones back then, right, guys? And the answer was Palmito Ranch, the least answered one. Outnumbered in Santiago. Both got that wrong. Still in first and second place. Question number 10, guys. Who did Pocahontas, the Native American babe, marry? Now, Pocahontas was a hot commodity, but only one man was lucky enough to make him his wifey. Which John was it? It was John Rolfe, guys, not John Smith. And outnumbered 2 points ahead only of Santiago. Santiago is closing in. Only a little bit more to go for you, Santiago. And Saint Da, 9 points behind Santiago. Question number 11. In which battle did the Axis powers lose about a quarter of their total troops on the Western Front? This is the World War II round, guys. The Battle of Stalingrad. My grandma was in Stalingrad at this time. Shout out Grandma Bella. Outnumbered, only 1 point ahead of Santiago now. Santiago's inching in, outnumbered. Are you getting scared? Question number 12. What country lost the most lives in World War II? I'll give you a hint. It was 27 million Russian lives. Pretty gruesome question. Hopefully the next one is a little bit more cheerful. Outnumbered, now 3 points ahead of Santiago. But still, it's them two fighting it out for first place, guys. Where's your money at? Santiago or outnumbered? What was the last major battle of World War II? See, we've got some talking in the chat, guys. Have some fun. The answer to question number 13 was Okinawa, and I see we have pretty even distribution for this question, with outnumbered getting that one wrong and Santiago getting it wrong. Sorry, flip that, but outnumbered is now 8 points ahead of Santiago. Only a couple more questions to go on. Which beach did the Americans run into a firestorm of resistance during the D-Day landings? Now, this battle is depicted in the opening scene of Saving Private Ryan. Tom Hanks saved the day this battle, guys. He fixed World War II, and it was Omaha. I'm glad that most of y'all got that right, including outnumbered Santiago and Vihan. Santiago now only 7 points behind outnumbered. Let's see if he can pull through, or outnumbered is our leader. What meeting of world powers near the end of World War II is often said to mark the beginning of the Cold War? Just a couple of grown men acting like children, and it was at the Yalta Conference. And I see that half of you got that right. Maybe you need to read up on your history. Next round. This is modern history, guys, with outnumbered only 5 points ahead of Santiago. This last round, Santiago, hope you're a young man and know your modern history. What year did scientists complete a map of the human genome? This is regarded as one of the greatest feats in scientific history, and it was only 21 years ago, the year of my birth. I know, I look a little older with this mustache, right, guys? Outnumbered 10 points ahead of Santiago now. Will outnumbered be our first place winner? Let's see. Alina, welcome back to the leaderboard. Who tried to assassinate Ronald Reagan on March 30th, 1981? Was it Watergate? I guess we'll have to see. Maybe there should have been two answers for this one. And that answer was John Hinckley Jr., and most of y'all, 69%, got that right. Outnumbered remains in first place by 11 points now. Now I think it's just a race for second and third place between Santiago and Alina. Who will pull through? Question 18. What famous painting was stolen from a Norwegian museum in 2004? Now, these must have been some pretty smooth criminals. But what did they steal? It was The Scream, and half of y'all get that right. Very good. Beautiful painting. Outnumbered, 10 points ahead of Santiago. Looks like he'll be our first place winner. But Santiago only 4 points ahead of Vihan. And goodbye, Alina, from the leaderboard. What Russian dancer defected to the U.S. in 1974? Now, those Russian dance classes must have been pretty grueling for him if he wanted to come to the U.S. Some hard dancing. And it was Mikhail Baryshnikov. Most of y'all got that right. Outnumbered, 8 points ahead of Alina. And Santiago, where did you go, my man? Last question. Who will be on the leaderboard after this last question? Which company created the first COVID-19 vaccine? Now, this is very modern day history right here, guys. I hope you know, and I hope you're vaccinated. And the answer to that one was, wow, Moderna. And most of you thinking it's Pfizer. Sorry, guys. With Alina and outnumbered tied for first place. And Vihan 86. Wow. What a quiz today, guys. I hope you guys had fun. Alina has won $25 Amazon gift card. Outnumbered $10 in Vihan. A whopping $5 Amazon gift card. Thank you, everyone, for playing. Please invite your friends so that we can have more fun. And the more people, the more money. Alina, don't you want to win $1,000 instead of $25? Invite your friends, guys. My name's Aaron. I have been your host for today. Thank you for joining, and this is my quiz out. See you guys.